Hi, my name is Henry Miller, and I'm the inventor and owner of the Catfish Donut. This is the amazing little Catfish Donut. I'll show you a picture of it here so you can see the 3 bait notches across the top. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 securement notches. And this is an extra tie-off notch, which is for an alternate way of tying off. I'll show you how to tie it off today, just using these 3 bait notches, which seems to be a little easier for most people. Well, we're going to start by pulling our weight out, and we are going to undo our hooks. And if I was in my boat, I'd just let this thing fall over the side of my boat, all the way down to the bottom. Okay, now when I get it on bottom, I want 3 foot of slack in my line. Okay, let's just assume that right there is 3 foot of slack, and I'm going to stick it in the securement notch that's as close as I can get to 3 foot. And I'm going to reach down back here a little ways, and I'm going to make a loop in my line. And I'm going to take this loop, I'm going to run it right down through the center of that donut. Now I'm going to pull on this down through there, and I'm going to feel for the side that goes back to that securement notch. It feels taut. I'm going to bring it up, bring it through this first bait notch. I'm going to bring it over and bring it down through the second bait notch. And then I'm going to grab it, I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to run it through that center bait notch, just like that. Now, when you see right across here, it kind of made a little cross. When you've got the cross on there, you know you've tied it off right. Now, the amazing thing about this donut is there's so many things you can do with it because of that hole that's in the center. Not only can you tie off your line without kinking it or putting a nick in it, but you can also use some of these other products that I invented to go with the Catfish Donut. Okay, and the most advantageous is this, what I call the Catfish rag. Now this is the top of a 2-liter Pepsi bottle that I cut off, and I sprayed some fluorescent yellow on it for visibility purposes. I'm going to stick that right down in the hole just like that. Now I'm going to tie this off just exactly like I did before. I'm going to come down here, I'm going to find the securement notch closest to 3 foot of slack. I'm going to make my loop. I'm going to stick it right back down to the center just like I did last time. I'm going to pull all the slack out. I'm going to find the side that goes back to that securement notch. I'm going to bring it up through the first bait notch. I'm going to bring it over to the other bait notch. Okay, then I'm going to pull the slack out. I'm going to bring it right down through the center, just like that. Now it's ready to go in the water. There should be about 20 inches of slack left for wave motion, so we'll pull your weight off the bottom. It's very important to keep your weight on the bottom. Okay, now with that hole in the center, we have other products that we've got that you can use with your Catfish Donut. One is a solar light. If you want to find a group of donuts out there in the dark on the lake, you can convert one of them over into a solar light. Now when I use it as a solar light, I run it down through the pink side. I grab it and I run this. Now when you're using the solar light, you only need 2 foot of slack, not 3. Okay, I run it through the center where that hole is. I bring it over the end and I pull the slack out. Get it over that center line, just like that. Okay, there we go. Now we've got it tied in there. Now it's ready to go in the water. You should have about 20 inches slack left for wave motion. Okay. One thing about the Catfish Donut, we now have come out in another color. You can go with a solid white, and as long as you're using a drag, it really makes no difference. Because when the drag flips over like that and goes out of sight, you know you have a fish. Okay, another product that you can use with the Catfish Donut is this hand reel, and it makes it a little easier rolling up your donut. Okay. Also, if you, like me, and you fish with a lot of donuts, you might want to have the Catfish reel. With one revolution of this reel, we'll reel up 35 inches. So if you've got 20 donuts out there on the lake and you want to get off the lake in a hurry if there's a storm coming up, one revolution is almost a yard, so you can get all your donuts up and into your boat without having a tangled mess in your boat. And this, I think this it's been really handy for me. I love it. If you have any more questions about the Catfish Donut, and we also sell a storage bag, a little mesh bag to put the donuts in. That's real nice for hauling around. You get about 15 of them in a bag, which makes, when you get back off your boat into your car, they'll already be dried out. These are made from closed cell polyethylene. They do not absorb water. You just pick the water off of them and put them in your bag. They'll be dry when you get back to your house, and you hang them up in your garage, and they're ready for the next time you go out. If you have any questions, you can reach me at catfishdonuts@gmail.com. You have a nice day fishing. God bless you. Goodbye.